Namaste all, hope you are doing good. Now, welcome to the First Language English Prose class, class 10. Lesson 4, Louis Pasteur, Conqueror of Disease. E. H. Carter, Source, Pioneers of the Modern World. Children, let's begin the lesson with a pre-reading activity which is already in our textbook. Let's discuss the following questions. Who in your opinion is the greatest scientist? Also say why. For this activity, let us have quiz and it's quiz time, and we will be looking into few scientists and finding out with the help of their inventions and discoveries who they are, and sometimes even the pictures might help us too. Shall we go? Yes, here comes the first one. Who is the inventor of metal detector? It is Alexander Graham Bell. Who invented penicillin? Alexander Fleming. Discoverer of massive stars? It is Subramanian Chandrasekhar. Who is known for his contribution to the study of radioactive elements? Who could she be? Marie Curie. Who discovered the law of partial gas pressure? It is John Dalton. He is connected with the term Raman effect. I need not say. Exactly, it is Sir C.V. Raman. Guess his name. Let me give you the clues. A mathematician who enriched number theory with thousands of new identities, equations and theorems. Who could it be? Srinivasa Ramanujan. Father of Industrial Revolution, radically improved the steam engine, and he is James Watt. Here comes the hero of this lesson. Could you guess? Let me read out his contribution. Father of modern microbiology, transformed chemistry and biology with his discovery of mirror image molecules, discovered anaerobic bacteria, established the germ theory of disease, invented food preservation by pasteurization, and he is none other our Louis Pasteur, who we are going to learn about in our lesson today. And children, we are only going to look into the summary of Louis Pasteur's experiments and his discoveries and how he was helpful to the society to save the society from bacteria, that is harmful bacteria. Yes, here we go. Let's just look into the summary with the illustrations. Louis Pasteur was born to a tanner who had worked in Napoleon's army and had been honored by him. Pasteur, as a young chemist, had always interested in the problems of why and how living things decay, why milk turns sour, why meat goes bad, why wine ferments. Louis devoted his whole life about the bacteria which are present everywhere: air, water, bodies of animals and plants. Some of them are harmful and some very useful. Louis' discoveries helped common people of his country. The professions he helped were brewers, breeders of silkworms and cow keepers. Louis was born in France. He studied chemistry and became a professor at Strasbourg in Alsace. His wife was his closest companion and assistant in his experiments. In 1854, Pasteur was appointed head of a college of science at Lille, a busy manufacturing town in the northeast of France. He was happy there because he could help people with problems in their professions. At that time, people did not have a clear understanding about yeasts and germs. Pasteur carried out many experiments to prove that germs were carried in air and could infect other things that came into contact with them. His experiments with the bend in a long tube of soup bottle and many other bottles of soup opened in different places proved that air is full of dust particles and germs are carried by this dust. Pasteur made his process of pasteurization popular by showing that by heating wine or milk at a temperature of 50 or 60 degrees centigrade, the germs in them were harmless. Pasteur founded the branch of science called bacteriology and studied for 3 years the cause of a disease ruining the silkworm industry. When Pasteur realized that a cow could not have anthrax twice, he thought of injecting very weak old germ to cows and sheep to make them immune from anthrax. He demonstrated that this could be done so by experimenting in public with 2 groups of sheep, goats and cows. The ones which were injected by weak germs survived, whereas the other group which had not been injected died. Pasteur showed that inoculation with weak germs worked with rabies too by injecting weak rabies germs into a rabies attacked boy. Pasteur's work helped soldiers in the First World War to stay healthy even while they fought in the unhealthy places. Pasteur was honored by the French government and his memory is still honored at the Institut Pasteur in Paris, where bacteriology is studied by men of all nations. Pasteur's 70th birthday was celebrated as a national festival. Pasteur felt that the future belonged to those who have done the most of suffering humanity. He told youngsters that they could feel supreme happiness only when they contributed to the progress and welfare of humanity. This is a summary of the lesson Louis Pasteur, Conqueror of Disease. Now, let us see few terms which come here, that is many of them are from scientific vocabulary, scientific terms which have occurred in this lesson. Let us see, there will be words coming out. There we need to differentiate the 2 pairs and form sentences also. Let us see the first pair, bravery, boldness, they seem to be same, whereas when we use them in sentence and their meanings, they differ a little. Let us see what they are. Bravery, it is a noun, courageous behavior or character. The boy was awarded for his bravery. Boldness, that is also a noun. Here it is, willingness to take risk and act innovatively, confidence or courage. She moved from the group with boldness. The next pair of words, quite, quiet. Let us see, quite, it is an adverb, to some degree, fairly, completely. She plays the piano quite well. The next, quiet, it is an adjective, make less or no noise. Please be quiet. Next pair, infectious, contagious. We have come across these words in nowadays pandemic also. Infectious, disease that are contracted through the environment. Malaria is an infectious disease. Contagious, disease that is spread by direct physical contact. Smallpox and influenza are contagious disease, and there malaria, and here it is smallpox and influenza. The next pair, clever, intelligent, both seems to be same, whereas let us see how different they are. Clever, an adjective, smart, bright, sharp. Satish made clever plans for his project. Intelligent is also an adjective, brainy, genius, keen. Anna is intelligent and hardworking. Further, farther. Further, an adverb, at or to a greater distance. I am too tired to go further. Farther, it is also an adverb, more distance, beyond. He went farther down the road. Let us stop here with a pair of words. There are many more pair of words which you can discuss with your teachers. Okay. So, here we will stop and let us move to the next one, next exercise. This is also an vocabulary exercise from our text. Here there are many underlined words in each sentence. We are going to supply some opposite for the underlined words. You just read through when the screen is close by. Let us see what the opposite of the underlined words are. I will read out the underlined words for you. Busy, the first sentence, idle. Interested, bored. Appointed, rejected. Fresh, stale. Cause, result. Attacked, defend. Advance, retire. Progressive, regressive. Yes children, these were the opposite words. You can very well open your textbook and quickly write down. By reading the sentence, you will come to know the exact opposite words of them. You will understand the meanings better. Now, let us move to the next exercise. Choose the correct one word medical term from the box to the following. Now, here are some medical terms. This lesson is completely about some of the medical terms, the vocabulary which supports the vocabulary, scientific vocabulary, scientific terms we have in this lesson, more of them. So, let us see how we are going to match it with some of the terms here. Let us do few of them. Signs of the disease of the eye, ophthalmology. One who treats the disease of the nose, rhinologist. One who treats the disease of kidney, urologist. Signs of the structure of the human body, anatomy. Study of the human face, the art of judging character from the human face, physiognomy. Let us do a language activity. Here it is, change the following into passive sentences. Now, these passive sentences we have already gone through in the bridge course. Children, get back to the YouTube again, watch the videos in the bridge course where this particular concept was dealt, and also please walk into the Diksha app and find out many activities on sentences from active to passive voice. Let us see one or two from this exercise. One manufacturer consulted Pasteur about his beer which was turning out badly. Now, how are we going to change this into passive sentence. This is an active sentence. We all know that, we have studied that in an active sentence the subject is very active. Here the subject is one manufacturer and the action is not much consult. Now, let us see. First, let us change it. Let us see how we are going to change this one. Let us ask a question like this. Who was consulted about his beers which was turning out badly? Who was consulted? Pasteur was consulted about his beer which was turning out badly. By whom was it consulted? By one manufacturer. So, here we are going to look into the rule also. The rule says that subject, verb, object means it is active voice. When it changes to object, verb, by plus subject, it is passive voice. We have been looking at this very often. Whenever we change the active voice into passive voice, we keep this particular rule in our mind. Here also let us just see how the rule work out. One manufacturer, subject, consulted, past form of verb and Pasteur, object. Isn't it the object has become subject? Pasteur was consulted. Here was consulted is a participle, past participle, because the verb past form of verb is changed to past participle. Sentence is changed from active to passive voice. And the sentence goes like this: Pasteur was consulted by his beer which was turning out badly by one manufacturer. And this sentence goes well according to the rule which we have already studied in the voices. Take out your textbook and mark these which are to be taken for home assignments. So, these you could work out keeping these things in the mind and the rules of changing the active sentence into passive sentence, and you could work out with these sentences. Let us move to the next one, grammar revisited. Okay, let us see here. Rewrite the following as directed. In the bracket, there are some instructions given to us. Let us work out with this. He was too old to learn new things. In the bracket, there is an instruction. The instruction is use so dash that. Fine. Let us just see how we are going to do it. We know that this is a sentence which means he is too old to learn new things. Fine. Let us just go. He is too old to dash new things. Now, we need to replace so dash that. Let us see how we could do. He was so old that he cannot learn new things. So, here the meaning of the sentence is completely with the negative words. Fine. There the sentence was in positive sentence which said he can't do. Here the sentence is in negative form and it also reveals that he can't do anything. The meaning is same, but the words are replaced. Let us see here, read it out again. He was so old that he cannot learn new things. Let us see the next one. Maybe next is for your home assignment. Please take this question which is the same idea, which we are going to work out in the same, with the same idea. We are going to do this question also. He is not tall enough to reach the ceiling. In the bracket, the instruction is use to. Fine. Let us take. He is, we need to use the clues to. That means not tall means what is the meaning here? Short. He is too short. Let us take off this enough. he is too short to touch the ceiling, right. So, the meaning is that he is not tall to touch the ceiling and he is too short to touch the ceiling, meaning is same, whereas the sentence formation is differing. Here it is negative word and it is a negative sentence. Here there is no negative word, not, no, never, and this becomes a positive sentence, right. So, we have followed the instruction, that is use of 2-2. Fine. Let us move here. The sentence is read. He is too short to touch the ceiling. And these are with the same instruction, 2-2, use 2-2, 31 and 32, you just tick in the book so that you can work out, keeping the idea of the previous one which we have changed. Fine. Let us move to this. Had she been wise, I should not have opposed her. Use if. This is a if clause. We call this also as conditional clause. You would have come across this in your regular classes. Teachers would have definitely taught you about this. This, when we use had been, this is a third condition clause. If plus had been, would have, fine, and even negative form also comes. We will see here quickly, we will see this one. If she had been wise, I would not have opposed her. This is the sentence. Read through again. Let us work out this one. Let us see the instruction here. What is the instruction given? I want to be a millionaire. Here the instruction is express it as a wish, beginning your answer with I wish. Now, the answer, the sentence should be begun with I wish. Let us see. I wish I were a millionaire, right. Here we are telling our wish. Fine. Now, let us change this one. You are a great fool. This is a sentence, an assertive sentence. Change it into exclamation sentence. Usually exclamation sentence have an exclamatory mark and we express it like you are a great fool in that way. Let us see how this sentence could also be changed. Putting an exclamatory mark also is correct and telling it while we are speaking, it comes like this, you are a great fool. Okay, we will see how we are going to change this sentence. We could as well use this like this. What a great fool you are. You are is replaced here. Fine, and an exclamatory mark. What a great fool you are. Okay, fine. Let us change this sentence into the asked instruction, that is bring it here, change it into a polite request. Now, the polite words could be these, please, could you please, would you please. Let us change this one. Bring it here please, please bring it here, would or could you please bring it here. Fine. Yes. Now, let us see, it is raining, change into a probability. There may be, okay, these are the words which we use for speaking about the probability. It may be, it might be in that way. Fine. Let us see, let us change and see. It may rain, it may be raining. He is late. Why he is late? It may be raining, that is why he is late. It might be raining, that is why he has not yet come, in that meaning. Fine. This also could be, it may rain. It may rain to evening, please take your umbrella. It might rain. Yes. So, these are the words probability, right? Yes. Next, as soon as we reached the station, the train left. Use no sooner than. Instead of as soon as, we are instructed to use no sooner and than. Let us see. No sooner, instead of as soon as, we use no sooner we reached the station than the train left. The same sentence is to be changed using no sooner than. Please mark it and do it for your assignments. This one. Let's see this one. Besides being intelligent, she is hardworking. The instruction to be changed is use not only but. Besides, here we are going to replace besides with the word not only. Not only being intelligent, she is hardworking. Could we make it in this way also? She is not only intelligent but hardworking, because we are going to use the phrases from the instruction given as directed, that is not only dash but. She is not only intelligent but hardworking. Children, then and there the assignments were given. Please look into it and put a tick in your textbook and please do the assignment. Let us have fun with language. Here let us ask, this is a game given. Let us see, what does FT stand here for? Feet. How many FTs are there? Yes, there are 6 FTs. Where are the FTs? Under the line. There is a line also, yes. Now, where is the line? Under the word ground. Now, can we guess the phrase here? 6 feet underground. So, this is the phrase here. How to guess a phrase with the giving those pictures or the figure which is given there. This is how we guess the phrases. Let us guess this one. Let us ask to ourselves, what is the word? Slow. Okay. How is it written? Then what it could be? Slow down. This is the phrase. We do use these phrases. Well, here let us see, what are the words given here? Cloud and she. Fine, very good guess. How many times the word cloud is written? Quickly count it. 3, 3, 3. 9 times. Good. Where is she placed? Yes, on one of the clouds. Which cloud is she placed? When you count, it is the last cloud. How could you guess a phrase or sentence, something here using these words? With these questions we have already answered this. Let us guess this one. The phrase is, she is on the cloud 9. That means, this is an idiomatic phrase. It is an idiom. She is on the cloud 9. Fine. Let us do this one. Okay. There are 2 words. Okay. Which are the 2 words? Going, diet. Where is the word going? On diet. Yes. The phrase is going on diet. Okay. This is the phrase. Well, children, now we have done many exercises, all textual exercises only, children. You need to just go through again your text, read through the lesson of Louis Pasteur, Conqueror of Disease, and learn some more terms, scientific terms, medicinal terms from the textbook, and work out the exercises which are in the text. They are so much helpful for us. Fine, children? And also do some of the homeworks which we were assigned here. Fine? Yes. Thank you so much, children, for being with me for this prose class, and keep yourself safe at home and do all the work which is possible for you to do at home. Take the help of your teachers also. Thank you very much.